And you can bring your awareness to your breathing. And together we'll take 3 deep purifying breaths in through the nose. We'll linger for a moment at the top of the in-breath. And then we'll breathe out together through the mouth, lingering for a moment at the bottom of the exhalation before we breathe in again. So, breathing in. And letting it go. Breathing in through your nose. And letting it go. One more breath deep into the belly. And sighing it out. Allowing your thoughts to soften. And every time you notice that you may be having a thought, you can just say to yourself, I notice that I'm thinking about that. And I choose to let that go and bring my awareness back to my breath. And now I'm going to ask you to imagine that you are walking along a beautiful pathway in nature, feeling safe and at peace. And as you walk along this pathway, you're going to notice anything along this pathway that stands out to you. Maybe there are trees. Maybe there are flowers or plants. Perhaps there are birds or butterflies. And what does the earth beneath your feet look like? What colors can you see? What shapes? Just notice everything visually as you walk along this pathway in nature. And just notice for yourself how easy or not so easy these images arrive for you. And as you walk along this pathway in nature, you notice up ahead of you a sacred river. So you're going to walk towards the river and you're going to sit on the riverbank. And I'm going to invite you to look at the river. Do you see the river? And if you do, just notice everything about this river. Is it flowing? Is it gentle? Is it wild? Is it stagnant? And now I'd like you to notice if you can hear the river. And if you can, notice all the sounds that you can hear. So, for instance, is it a gentle flowing sound? A loud gushing sound? Perhaps the sound of silence? Or a different sound? What sounds from the river can you hear? And now I'd like you to notice if you can feel the energy of the river. If you can, notice how you feel and where you feel it in your body. Some examples are you could maybe feel a sense of peace, or maybe even a feeling of wildness or a different feeling. What is the feeling that you receive in your body from this river? And can you smell the scent of the river or even the earth around the river? If so, what does it smell like? Can you taste the water? Or again, even the earth around the river. What does it taste like? Do you know the wisdom of the river? And if so, notice how you know that. Is it through a feeling or a vision, or just a deep knowing? Or maybe you hear words or something else? Do you know the wisdom of the river? Does the sacred river have a message of support for you? And if so, what is it? How did you receive that message if you got one? Was it a voice or a sense in your body or a feeling? Maybe an image or a knowing or even a taste or a smell? In a moment, it's going to be time to leave that space. But know that you can return here anytime that you wish to communicate with this beautiful sacred river. So taking one final look around, or feeling around, or hearing, or sensing. Thanking the river. And beginning to make your way back along the pathway in nature. Walking back the same way and noticing again everything along this pathway. And notice how easy or less easy it is to visualize this pathway. And as you walk back along this pathway, notice if there are any other messages for you from any of these nature beings that you are walking past. Maybe the trees, or maybe there are butterflies or dragonflies or birds or flowers or rocks. Just notice any other messages of support for you. And again, just noticing if you did receive any messages, how you received them. Was it through a sense or a knowing or a voice? Now you are going to imagine, sense, or feel that you are stepping fully back into your physical body. Together we will take 3 breaths like we did at the beginning. So breathing in through your nose and sighing it out through your open mouth. Breathing in. And one more deep in-breath through your nose. And letting go. You can gently begin to stretch and move your body and open your eyes.